My name is Denson. I play the bass, obviously. Some of you know me as Bassius on some chat boards, some forums. What I'm going to do for you guys today is show you a little bit about how I play the acoustic upright bass, also known as the double bass. We're going to talk about jazz playing or pizzicato playing in the jazz setting. So I have a couple of things I want to address in this brief video. What I want to talk about first is how to get a good tone out of the instrument. Your instrument is going to be different than mine. It's going to be different than the next guy's and the next guy's. Even the same manufacturers, the instruments will differ. Setup is a huge key. So what you need to do is, if you play upright bass, you need to become friends with a good bass luthier, someone who can repair your instrument for you and set it up and stuff for you. So I'm not going to really tell you a whole lot about my setup. I use a David Gage Realist pickup and some microphones for live performance and in the studio. I like to use like Neumann U87s or NK2s or Blue baby bottles or whatever. Just a nice large diaphragm mic will sound pretty good if the engineers knows what's going on. Amplification, the David Gage Realist, I use an Aguilar preamp, the 924 outboard preamp, and I usually play with Ampeg Portabass systems, the 210, the 110 cabinets, the PB250 or the P800 heads. So that's kind of what I'm using, but it's going to be different from person to person, so whatever works that you like is the most important. But as far as like tone production and technique, those kind of concerns can be addressed. When you're plucking with the right hand, to get the best kind of sound for jazz, you want to have a combination of two things. One, the nice warm sound of the string. So hopefully it has enough space to vibrate without a lot of buzz. You want to be able to play it loud without a lot of buzz. And secondly, the right hand also has to hit the string below. So I'm muting the note, but you hear this thump. So the sound of the string in its fullest vibration plus the thump of the other string you hit gives it that nice upright bass sound. So to get that fat sound, you want to have that thump that's really strong, I think, and a lot of my teachers have taught me that. I used to play on the fingerboard probably right about here, and it gets a pretty decent sound. It's kind of mellow. You really don't hear that thump so much, but it's there. My current teacher told me to put my hand down here, closer to the edge of the fingerboard. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a total difference on the internet because of the fidelity, but it's a nice round sound down here. It really cuts through, and when you're playing acoustically, it makes a huge difference to play here as opposed to here. If you're playing amplified, also it'll help to cut through with your speaker cabinets and things, to have that extra edge on the attack. When I'm actually playing and soloing different things, you'll find that I'll move up and down in this range to kind of get different tonal characteristics. If I'm playing a ballad, for example, I might pluck down here just for the kind of a softer, warmer sound. When I'm playing pretty aggressive stuff, bebop and other things, postmodern jazz, I'll be down here to get the attack. Okay. You'll also see me pluck with two fingers at the same time. I just find that I can get more flesh under the string and work less. When I'm playing fast, though, I'll alternate. I'll either do this a lot. Depends on how fast the tempo is. So you can see me alternating. Sometimes I slur. So I play a note and hammer on a note. It kind of slows things down physically, but the sound is still there tempo-wise. Okay. Okay, so that's a basic thing on the right hand.